So how's the book coming along, Luke?
It's not coming at all, actually. I don't think it's of much value.
How many cases have you analyzed?
3?
The same 3?
The same 3. I tell you, Tim, all I'm doing is uninterpreted case histories.
Well, why don't you just finish the book anyways? You know, like the Zen says, go with the flow, even if the flow is meaningless.
I am going with the flow, but the flow of that book has run dry. I don't feel like pumping it again. I talked with that boy you sent me from QHS.
I don't care about the boy from QHS, Luke, unless it's getting into the print. If you're not writing, you're not thinking. If you're not thinking, you're dead.
I used to think that.
Yes, you did. Then you discovered Zen.
Yes, I did.
Now you find writing a bore.
Yeah.
And thinking too?
And thinking too.
Maybe there's something wrong with Zen.
Maybe there's something wrong with thinking.
You know, it's fashionable amongst people these days to say thinking is nonsense. I find that absurd.
It is absurd. So psychoanalyzing.
Psychoanalysis has led to more knowledge of the human soul than 2 million years of thinking combined. Zen's been around for a while, but I haven't noticed anything remarkable coming from it.
I'm not gonna argue the merits and demerits of Zen with you again, Tim. What I've gained from Zen is something I can't articulate.
You've gained intellectual anemia.
Maybe I've gained sense. You know that 80% of the stuff published in psychoanalytic journals is crap. Useless crap. Including mine. Including yours.
To cure a patient, you first have to sample his crap.
Who needs to be cured?
You do.
You analyzed me. What's the matter?
Nothing the matter. That little reminder of what life is all about won't cure.
Oh, piss.
You don't like to push yourself. All of a sudden, Zen comes along and tells you, go with the flow. Your flow is naturally stagnant.
Makes a good breeding ground.
For Christ's sake, Luke, don't laugh. You're wasting your life these days. Throwing it all away.
Aren't we all?
No, we're not. Jake isn't. I'm not. Good men in every profession aren't. You weren't. Until a year ago.
When I was a child, I spoke like a child.
Luke, listen to me.
Well?
Come back to analysis with me.
No.
What's the matter with you? Have you lost faith in the significance of all your work? Will you please try to explain?
I'm bored. I'm bored, and that's just about it. I'm tired of uplifting unhappy patients to normal boredom, trivial experiments, empty articles.
These are symptoms, not analysis.
To experience something new. First paycheck, the rich glow that I felt when I had finally made some good analysis. A new home, first child. These all seem gone. And both Zen, psychoanalysts, well, They seem incapable of bringing it back.
You sound like a disillusioned sophomore.
The same old new lands. The same drugged, tired, depressed faces showing up every day. The same old new philosophies. And the thing that's really pinned my ego, psychoanalysis, doesn't seem to be a bit relevant.
It's extremely relevant.
Because analysis, if it were on the right track, would be able to change me, anyone, anything, in much sooner than 2 years.
You're dreaming, Luke. It can't be done. In both theory and practice, it's proven impossible to rid an individual of all of his undesired habits, tendencies, compulsions, inhibitions, what have you.
Maybe the theories and practices are wrong.
Undoubtedly.
We can train animals, alter machines, perfect plants. Why not humans?
For God's sake, you're dreaming. There are no utopias. There can be no perfect man. Our lives is a finite series of errors which tend to become rigid, repetitious, and ultimately necessary.
I absolutely agree. Psychoanalysis rarely breaks the solidifying flow of personality. There must be some other secret or magic potion we haven't yet discovered that would radically change men more than what modern psychology.
You're dreaming. You expect too much. A human being, a human personality, is the total accumulation of the limits and the potential of an individual. You take away his habits, his compulsions, his drive, you take away him.
And perhaps, might as well do away with him.
God damn it, Luke. If I weren't myself, if I wasn't consistent, what would I be? What would I get done? If I sometimes drank one way, sometimes another, maybe not at all, varied the way I dressed, acted calm, serene, nice, what would I be? What would I accomplish? It's the way a man chooses to limit himself that determines his character. A man without habits is not a man. He's insane.
And accepting these self-defeating limitations mental health. As he stared at me warmly, I wanted to crush him. We must be all wrong. Psychotherapy is a tedious disaster. Men will look at what we do now as we look upon 19th century bloodletting.
You're sick, Luke.
You and Jake are among the best, and as humans, you're nothing.
You're sick. And don't feed me any more of this bull about Zen. I've been watching you now. For Christ's sake! Half the time you look like a little schoolgirl. The other half, you're like a jerk.
Well, it's apparent that I'm a failure. I'm a therapist, and physicians heal thyself.
God damn it. You've lost faith in the only thing that matters. And now, you don't care about making the lives of innocent people, of everyday people, better? You'd rather see them suffer.
I'm not proud of seeing them suffer.
Yes, you are. Don't give me this. God, you think you know the truth? You think you're the only one with the absolute truth. And that you're no different than any one of us. Let me tell you something. You are just like me, Jake, and all the billions of other people on this planet.
I am. And you are the classic case of a average person. And I am not impressed.
Well, Luke, I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Must be a way to change men more radically than we discovered. I mean, let's face it.
Let me know when you find it.
I will. Good night.
Good night.
After closing the door, my body rushed with rage. Mindless, aimless rage. Distorted images from throughout the day flashed in my mind as I cleaned up. Upon cleaning up, I noticed one of the dice was missing. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw it. If it's a 1, I'll rape Arlene. Kept blinking on and off in my mind like a huge neon light.
Was fascination, I know, and it might have ended right then at the start. Just a passing glance, just a brief romance, and I might have gone on my way empty-hearted. It was fascination, I know, seeing you alone with the moonlight above. Then I touched your hand, and next moment I kissed you. Fascination turned to love. Just a passing glance, just a brief romance, and I might have gone on my way empty-hearted. It was fascination, I know, seeing you alone with the moonlight above. Then I touched your hand, and next moment I kissed you. Fascination turned to